Dear soul, today the angels bring a special message that echoes in your heart and transcends time. In a moment of silence and prayer, someone pleaded to the heavens, with all the strength of their soul, for your presence by their side. This request was made with such deep love that it reverberated through the universe, reaching the angels and generating a celestial movement towards you. This message is about love, regret, and reconnection. Imagine the scene, a quiet night, where the only visible light comes from a starry sky. This person, with a heavy heart, looks up and sincerely pleads, "Angels, please bring this person back into my life. Give me a new chance to correct my mistakes and express what I have always felt." This plea is not just a wish. It is a recognition of the impact you had on their life. What the angels show me is clear. You were not just a fleeting presence in this person's life. You touched their soul in a unique and unforgettable way. In moments of difficulty, your smile was the comfort. In emotional storms, your strength was the example. You represented something they couldn't find in anyone else: unconditional love and genuine understanding. However, as often happens in life, they didn't know how to value this at the right time. Perhaps they allowed fear, pride, or circumstances to interfere. The distance left them with a void that no other connection could fill. And now, in the silence of their nights, they feel they have lost something precious. The angels describe this plea as a moment of redemption. The pain this person carries in their heart is real, and their prayer is a reflection of this regret. They beg not just for your presence, but also for a chance to show that they have learned from their mistakes. This plea is not just for romantic love. It is for healing, for a new beginning, and for a true and spiritual connection. Before continuing the message, write this mantra in the comments: "I am worthy of being loved and of receiving true connections in my life." Now, let's continue the message. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, responds to every request made with sincerity. But what the angels want you to know is that this is a moment for you to reflect on what you desire. This person pleads for your presence, but it is up to you to decide if this path resonates with your heart. It's not just about fulfilling a request, but about honoring what you deserve. The angels tell me that you also carry your own pains, your own questions about this connection. Perhaps you wondered why they didn't see your value before. Perhaps you felt that you gave everything without receiving the same in return. And that is valid, dear soul. Your love, your energy, and your presence are precious and deserve to be honored. This person is at a turning point, a moment when their past choices are being reviewed. They realize now how significant your absence is. It's as if your energy is still present in every corner of their life, bringing sweet and, at the same time, painful memories. This reflection motivates them to find a way to rewrite the story between you. But the angels whisper that this is also a moment of strengthening for you. It's time to evaluate what you want for your life. You deserve a love that is light, reciprocal, and true. Allow yourself to reflect on what is best for you, while the universe organizes the paths to bring clarity and direction. Dear soul, the angels are by your side, ensuring that you don't need to make hasty decisions. This message is not a plea for you to go back in time or relive old pains. It is an invitation to consider what the future may offer. If this person presents themselves again, it will be because the universe believes there is an opportunity for healing and growth for both of you. The angels now show me the depth of what this person is feeling. It's as if, in reflecting on the distance between you, they are reliving every shared moment, every word spoken, and even those that got stuck in their throat. Their regret is genuine, not just a simple sorrow, but a learning that touches the core of their being. This person, in pleading to the heavens, is not just asking for you, but for a chance to redeem themselves. Perhaps they allowed themselves to be guided by external circumstances, or listened to advice that didn't resonate with their heart. The angels show me that, in moments of loneliness, this person constantly questions, "Why didn't I see it before? Why did I let fear dominate me?" This cycle of regret has been a transformative force, pushing them to look within and face their own mistakes. Now, before we continue this message, write in the comments, "I accept the truth and clarity that the universe brings to me." This will open space for lighter and more compassionate energies. Let's continue. The angels reveal a clear scene to me. This person is sitting in silence, with a mental image of the two of you together. It doesn't need to be a real photo, but a vivid memory that insists on appearing in their mind. Perhaps it's a smile you gave at an unexpected moment, a gesture of affection, or words that brought comfort. These small fragments of memory are now like bridges that connect them to you, even in the distance. They try to move on, but each attempt is like walking in circles, always returning to the starting point, you. The angels explain that this is not a punishment, but a spiritual lesson that is forcing them to recognize the value they couldn't see in the past. This is the universe's way of saying, it's time to learn the importance of valuing what is true. At this moment, this person is at a crossroads. On one side, there is the fear that you have moved on and no longer want to make space for them in your life. On the other, there is the burning desire to reconnect, to create a new story where love prevails. What paralyzes them is the uncertainty of how you feel. Will you be open to hearing them? Is there still room for forgiveness and a new beginning? The angels say that their heart is divided. They know they need to be honest, that they can't continue living trapped in regrets. But the courage to take the next step is still forming. Meanwhile, they pray and ask for strength to act. Dear soul, the angels ask you to remember one essential thing. You don't need to carry the weight of this person's choices. Their journey is theirs, and the learning they face now is a reflection of the decisions they made. But you, with your energy and light, also have the right to choose. The angels want you to know that this is a moment of personal power, where you can define what you want for your future. If this person returns, they will come transformed, but it is up to you to decide whether you want to open that door again. It's not a matter of ego or pride, but of protecting what is most precious, your heart. The angels are working to bring an opportunity for healing, both for you and for this person. This can happen in various ways. It could be a sincere dialogue where both of you express your feelings and clarify the wounds of the past, or it could be that this healing happens within you, without the need for a direct reconnection. Either way, the angels are by your side, guiding you to follow the path that brings you the most peace and joy. The angels suggest that you ask yourself, am I ready to hear what this person has to say? Am I open to forgiveness, even if it is for my own peace? Remember, forgiveness is not about justifying someone's actions, but about releasing the weight you carry. Imagine a mighty river, where on one side rests the weight of errors and hurts, and on the other, the promise of renewal and healing. This journey is not just about the person who begged the heavens for you, but also about you, for each wound carries within it the opportunity for evolution. The angels show me that this person is facing an internal battle, a struggle against the fears and insecurities that kept them paralyzed in the past. The fear of not being enough, of not deserving your attention or love, is a shadow they have carried for a long time. The prayer they lifted to the heavens was the first step to break this barrier. But dear soul, don't be fooled. This process is slow and challenging. Pride still tries to raise its walls, as an instinctive defense to avoid vulnerability. The angels, however, whisper to their heart that there is no growth without courage, and no true love without the willingness to show the soul stripped of masks. Before continuing the message, if you are not yet subscribed to the channel, take the opportunity to subscribe. This helps us continue creating meaningful content for you. Continuing the message, the angels want you to know that this person is being called to embrace their own vulnerability. They begin to realize that the distance did not bring the peace they sought, but rather a deep void. In remembering the moments you shared, they understand that the mistakes they made were not just against you, but against the possibility of living a genuine love. The angels show scenes of this person reflecting on the past, a touch, a look, a deep conversation that echoes in their mind. Each memory is like a mirror, revealing how significant you were, and how the distance was a failed attempt to escape the intensity of what they felt. Dear soul, the angels now speak directly to you. They know that you also carry your own wounds. Perhaps you felt rejected or undervalued. Perhaps you questioned if your love was enough, or if you could have done something different. But the angels want you to release these doubts, for the truth is clear. You were always enough. The angels ask you to visualize a bridge over that turbulent river. You are on one side, holding the lessons you learned from this connection. On the other side is the possibility of renewal, but this crossing will only be made if it is what you truly desire. This is your choice, and the power is in your hands. Allow me to tell you a story that the angels brought as an example. Imagine a woman who planted a garden with all her care, watering each plant and patiently waiting for the flowers to bloom. However, an unexpected storm destroyed part of the garden, leaving her disheartened. She thought about giving up, but the angels told her, "Repair what can be repaired, but don't cling to what was lost. There are always new seeds to plant. You are that gardener, dear soul. You have the power to decide which parts of the garden are worth saving and which need to be left behind." and there is no wrong answer here. The angels are by your side regardless of the choice you make. The angels whisper that, if this person returns, it will be because they found the strength to cross their own bridge. But they also say that your life is not limited by this connection. There is a whole universe of possibilities waiting for you. Whatever the outcome, know that you deserve a relationship where reciprocity and respect are the foundation. Dear soul, take a moment to breathe deeply and reflect. Are you ready to release the pain and open space for what is to come? The angels remind me that every choice made with love, whether for the other person or for yourself, is a step in the right direction. The universe, in its wisdom, has begun to align paths for truths to be revealed, and you are a central piece in this process. However, the angels ask you to keep your essence intact, remembering that true love never demands that you sacrifice who you truly are. That night, when this person pleaded to the heavens, marked the beginning of a spiritual awakening. By lifting their words of regret and desire for reconnection, they opened a door within themselves that had been locked for a long time. This door leads directly to a place they avoided facing, their own heart. The angels show me that, in this awakening, they are revisiting the moments they shared with you. These memories are no longer just memories. They have become lessons, reflections, and above all, invitations to action. They feel that time is no longer a passive ally, and know that they need to make a decision. But will this person be able to align their intentions with concrete actions? Dear soul, the angels want you to visualize this reconnection as a two-way street. For it to work, both parties need to be willing to walk in the same direction. They ask you to reflect. If this person approaches, am I willing to take a step in their direction? Or has this cycle already ended for me? The most important thing, according to the angels, is that any movement on your part should be based on the truth of your heart. Don't feel pressured to meet external expectations. This is your journey, and you have every right to decide what is best for you. To illustrate, allow me to share the story of a man who spent years away from his beloved. During this time, he realized how essential she was in his life. When he finally decided to seek her out, he found a woman who had grown, blossomed, and transformed. She was no longer the same person he had left, and this scared him. The angels intervened and whispered to his heart, if you want to be by her side, you need to grow too. True love is not about returning to the past, but about building something new. This is the message that the angels also bring to you. If this person returns, it will require a mutual commitment to the present and the future. This person feels, with all the intensity of their soul, that they need to act. They are planning an approach, something that shows their plea to the heavens was not in vain. The angels, however, warn that their action must be accompanied by sincerity, respect, and the willingness to correct the mistakes of the past. But, dear soul, the angels also ask you to consider an important truth. Not every plea for forgiveness or reconnection means you should say, yes. Sometimes the most loving role we can play in someone's life is to let them follow their path, while we follow ours. The angels desire for you to live a relationship that brings joy, peace, and mutual growth. They show me that you have already come a long way, overcoming challenges and growing in wisdom and strength. Now, they want you to trust your intuition and divine guidance to make the best decision. No matter what the outcome of this story is, the angels assure you that you are loved, supported, and guided. This is a moment of power for you, where the choices you make will determine not only the future of this connection, but also the course of your emotional and spiritual journey. Dear soul, while this person struggles to find their way back to you, the angels invite you to reflect. What kind of love do I want to live? Am I open to offering a second chance? Or does my heart yearn for new possibilities? A reunion is being orchestrated, not just by this person's desire, but also by the movement of the universe that aligns the right moment. This reunion, whether in words, glances, or gestures, carries the potential to change everything. But it also depends on an essential choice. What does your heart desire to embrace? The angels reveal to me that this person is approaching an important decision. They feel that the silence that once seemed safe has turned into an abyss that needs to be filled. Fears still haunt them, but something greater drives them. Perhaps it is the regret of not having acted before, or the recognition that, without you, their life has lost part of the sparkle that made it vibrant. But it's not just about their decision. It's about the impact of this first step on you. The angels ask you to observe their actions carefully. Don't be swayed just by words, for the true purpose of the reunion lies in the consistent and sincere actions they decide to take. Dear soul, this is also a moment of preparation for you. Imagine a garden that lay dormant during the winter. The first flowers of spring begin to bloom, but the soil needs to be cared for. The roots need space to grow. So it is with your heart. The angels ask you to question, am I ready to listen without judging, but also without abandoning my own value? Am I open to embracing what comes, knowing that my well-being is my priority? They whisper that before the reunion, you should nurture your own strength and clarity. Whether this is a moment of forgiveness, reconnection, or closure, it should begin with you, from a place of inner peace. The angels show me that this person will not be the same as you knew before. Time, distance, and reflection have transformed them. Just as you have changed, they also bear the marks of their journeys. There will be a new shine in their eyes, a mix of vulnerability and determination. But the angels also warn, don't confuse the emotion of the moment with the certainty of a shared future. This person may bring apologies, confessions, and even promises. But it is up to you to discern what resonates as truth. Allow time to reveal if their desire to be by your side is strong enough to overcome any barrier or obstacle. Let me tell you about Anna and Miguel, a story that the angels brought to illustrate what a reunion of souls means. Anna and Miguel fell in love in their youth, but pride and wrong choices separated them. Years later, life brought them back to the same place, but with more mature hearts. In the reunion, Miguel said, I never knew how to love you the way you deserved. I spent years learning, and now I see that loving someone is a daily choice, not a fleeting moment. Anna, in turn, responded, I learned to love myself in these years, and that gives me the clarity to know what I want and what I no longer accept. The angels say that the reunion is not about recovering the past, but about building something new, if that is the desire of both parties. Whatever the outcome of this reunion, dear soul, the angels ask you to trust the path that is being revealed. They show you that you are never alone. Every choice you make will be supported by the energy of the universe. This person may approach with a sincere and transformed heart, but only you can decide if this path is what your heart yearns to follow. While the angels prepare you and this person for the moment of reunion, they suggest that you connect with the energy of gratitude. No matter the outcome, be grateful for the journey, the lessons, and the clarity that all of this has brought to your life. The angels now reveal that the reunion that is approaching brings with it a powerful and transformative choice. This is the moment when destiny bends to your will, offering a new chapter to be written. Whether by this person's side or on a path that belongs only to you, the choice is yours, and the angels are by your side, whispering wisdom and courage. Imagine a sunny morning where the sky reflects the clarity you have sought for so long. This person finally approaches, bringing in their gestures and words the intention to open their heart. Perhaps they will talk about the void they felt, about how much your presence was missed. Perhaps they will admit the fears that prevented them from acting before, and the lessons they now carry. The angels show me that this will be a moment of great emotion, but also of much truth. It is a moment when you will see, with clarity, what really exists between you. Will the love they claim to feel be deep and transformative enough to sustain a new beginning? Or is life calling you to another horizon, where freedom and new possibilities shine even brighter? The angels ask you to recognize the strength that exists in each choice. Saying yes to this person means opening yourself to the possibility of reconstruction, but with clear boundaries and a solid foundation. It requires both of you to commit to learning together, valuing what you have, and not repeating the mistakes of the past. On the other hand, saying no is not an act of rejection, but of self-valuation. It is declaring to the universe that you honor what you have built within yourself and that you are ready to receive what truly resonates with your soul. The angels understand that the decision may be accompanied by doubts and fears. What if I regret it? You might ask. They whisper that the only true choice is the one made with a peaceful heart, not out of guilt, pressure, or insecurity. They remind you that by following the path that truly resonates with your essence, the universe will always ensure that you find joy and fulfillment. Before continuing the message, write in the comments, I choose what resonates with the truth of my soul. Now, let's continue. The angels brought the story of Clara, a woman who faced a similar choice. Years after the end of a painful relationship, the man who had left returned, asking for a new chance. Clara listened to him, felt the sincerity in his words, but realized something important. She had changed. The love she once felt for him still existed, but not in the same way. She chose to move forward, not because she didn't love him, but because she knew her path was now different. And, In this act of courage, Clara found a freedom that transformed her life. It wasn't long before a new love emerged, one that was aligned with the woman she had become. The angels show me that, like Clara, you have the strength to make a decision that honors what you are today. Whatever your choice, it will be the right one, as long as it comes from your truth. Dear soul, the angels want you to know that the universe is already moving to support your decision. They say that, whether you are embracing this reconnection or choosing to follow a new path, what lies ahead will be filled with light, love, and opportunities. They also highlight that your choice does not just define the future of this relationship, but also the type of energy you want to attract into your life. By aligning with your truth, you open the doors to experiences that truly resonate with your essence. The angels invite you to see this moment as an act of self-love. Choosing is a privilege, and whatever your decision, know that you are choosing for yourself, for your peace, and for your happiness. Now, as the pieces of the universe move to create a new scenario in your life, you find yourself before a divine opportunity to close a cycle and open space for something greater, lighter, and aligned with your purpose. The angels show me that, regardless of your choice, there is a deep need to close what was left behind with gratitude. If you decide to reopen the doors for this person, do so with a heart free of resentment, ready to write a new chapter without the weight of the past. If, on the other hand, you choose to move forward, do so with the certainty that each step up to this point was essential for your growth and strengthening. Closing a cycle does not mean erasing memories or ignoring feelings. It means accepting that what was lived had its purpose, and that now is the time to move forward with confidence and faith. Dear soul, the angels ask you to visualize your life as a book. This chapter is coming to an end, but the pen is in your hands, ready to write the next page. What do you want to create? How do you want your love and spiritual life to unfold from here on? They remind you that the universe responds to the energy you emanate. When you choose lightness, gratitude, and clarity, you attract experiences and connections that reflect these qualities. Whatever your choice, it should come from a place of love for yourself, and for what you deserve to live. The angels show me that there is a luminous energy surrounding you, full of potential and promises. If this person is part of your future, it will be because they are willing to grow by your side, with sincerity and commitment. If not, then the universe is already preparing something even more aligned with your heart and your dreams. They ask you to trust the process. Often, what seems like an end is actually the beginning of something extraordinary. They assure you that you will never be alone. Your inner strength and divine guidance will always be within reach. The angels suggest that you take a moment to connect with your intuition. Ask yourself, what does my heart truly desire? Am I ready to embrace the new, with confidence and love? Allow the answers to flow from a deep place, where the wisdom of your soul resides. Now is the moment to make a commitment to yourself. Declare to the universe, I choose what brings me peace, love, and alignment with my truth. I trust the process and open myself to what is to come. By affirming this, you send a clear message that you are ready to receive the best that life has to offer. The angels, in their infinite love, whisper to your heart, you are worthy of everything that is most beautiful and true. Believe in your ability to choose what is best for you, and trust that the universe will always conspire in your favor. We are by your side, in every step of this journey. If this message resonated with you and your situation, write in the comments, I choose the love and freedom that resonate with my soul. Share your experiences in the comments. If you like this video, like and subscribe to the channel for more inspiring content. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.